G'day, this is Vineet from LearnABPFramework.com, and in this course we'll build the BookStore app with no layers on top of ABP Framework 5.2, which was recently released. Let's jump into Visual Studio and have a look at what the project looks like. Here we are in Visual Studio, and you can see that we've only got the one project. So ABP Framework 5.2 just released, and there is an option in the CLI to create a project with no layers. So what I've done is I've created the project called BookStore, and you can see that it's version 5.2 over here. And I've basically built the BookStore application with a few enhancements in this project. So I've also included some extra folders in here, like the interfaces folder, the exceptions folder, just included the permissions folder, the repositories, so that we can have a segmentation or segregation in terms of namespacing. Let's run the application and see what I've actually built. So it's a stock standard BookStore solution, which is available in the tutorials with layers, but what I've done is I've just created it using no layers so that it's simple to explain the ABP concepts and the ABP infrastructure. So let's log in and see what it looks like. So once logged in, you'll see that I've got the BookStore menu tab up the top, and we've still got tenants available, and we've still got roles and users. So in the roles, what I've got is I've got an admin with permissions, and I've given it the book management and author management. And this is a multi-tenant app, so we can create tenants and they can have a bookstore themselves by just going over here. And if we have a look, then we've got the books table. We've got the ability to add a new book like this, so we can add a new book. Before we add a new book, we can actually add an author. So let's add a new author in here and call it Halil. Let's have a look at Halil's mastering ABP framework book that he's just released. So mastering ABP framework, and let's go and have a look at that on Amazon. It's been published by PacketPub, and you can see that it's been written by Halil, and it's been written and published on February 28th. So let's just copy this, and we'll just put it over here. I'm not sure of Halil's date, so we'll just pick a date. We'll just pick my date. We'll pick, February 13th, 1981, and this is Halil's short bio, and let's save that, and then we'll go into the books, and we will add a new book, and we'll say that this book was written by Halil on 28th of February 2022. February 2022. I think it's 2239. So 2239, and it's called Mastering ABP Framework. And we'll just leave it as undefined, and we'll save. And there we go. We have the book that has been assigned to the author Halil Ibrahim. And if we go into authors, stock standard. If we try and create a new author, then and type in their Halil and say save, short bio because it's a required field, say save. Then you'll get this is already an author with the same name. There's already an author with the same name Halil, so we can't create the author. This app that we've created, the Bookstore app, follows the DDD principles. So I'll be showing you that as well, how to implement that in no layers. And that's pretty much it. It's just the other thing that I've done is I've actually made English Australia, because I'm based in Sydney in Australia, the default culture. And I also want to show you Swagger, because in the new 5.2 we're able to hide the default endpoints that gets published. So I've actually hidden that, and I'll show you how to do that as well, so that we can only see our application's API. Okay, that's pretty much it then. Join me in the next lesson where we set up the No Layers project so that we can build the Bookstore app with no layers on ABP Framework 5.2.